girls' sports, end quote. We did get a chance to talk to the longtime Redondo Beach track coach about his perspective. Here's what he had to say.
Well, at the state championship, it's just a blessing to be part of this, changing the sports. I think it's just society progressing, and it's just part of society. So I'm glad that the state came up with a fair solution.
Shut your bitch ass up.
And back out here live, the bleachers here at the Clovis High School are now starting to fill up. UK High School, excuse me, are starting to fill up with parents, fans, friends supporting. Now that it's finally starting to cool down here in Clovis, of course, Avia Hernandez.
Got him one. Partner up. What? 3 shot, 2 dead in South Los Angeles. That was on. Wait, hold up. Hold up, man. This nigga might be a day late. This nigga talking about 3 shot, 2 dead in South Los Angeles. Nigga, I probably made a skit on this like 3 days ago, nigga. Man, check this out though. LA type shit, man. That's what I said, man. You gotta watch the news to let y'all see. LA be sliding. It's two. I don't know. Y'all see. Niggas got shot up. Y'all know what Hall Deal is, right? Over there by the A-Trains. Hall Deal is over there by the A-Trains and the Hoovers. I'm sorry, I gotta show y'all the real. This on Hog Deal. This between the Hoovers and the A-Tray gangsters. So tell Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say, as long as your homies get laid on that pavement, you ain't got no payment. No. Let me run this back. Let me run this back, man. Let me stop. I'm finna get in closer so y'all can be blood face. This is LA, man. This is all the shit that YouTube and the YouTubers don't want to show y'all. So let me get closer and let you be Aunt Hefe, homie. He look older than Aunt Hefe. So let me show y'all Aunt Hefe, homie. Don't matter what the check say. You know, Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say. Look at blood, homie, going to jail, blood. Yeah, let's put this on YouTube. You feel me? So, you know, all that no jumper shit and all that popping it is bull, blood. You know what happens? That nigga face right there would be blood trying to be a bully in a bounty jail talking about old A-Tray gangster on Hoover, nigga. So look at blood. We gonna run it back and look at his face. Like, why y'all got me on Bammer, blood? And if he wearing all that blue, blood's from A-Tray. He is not from Hoover wearing all that blue. We gonna run it back. This is Say Less Moments TV. X your ass out. We ain't gotta say who's. Who's talking about jail phase. Say Less Moments TV. We talking about niggas going to jail on the streets. Like, nigga, why the fuck would I give a fuck about what a nigga talking about in jail? I ain't in there. You know your gang started on the streets, not in jail. So what are we talking about jail for? Your gang started on the streets. What the fuck is we talking about jail for? Rewind. And the A-Tray gangsters, look at this. Y'all, that ain't the police that be in my hood. Y'all know Fat Blood right there. Look at Fat Blood. Look at Fat Blood. Yeah, tell Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the checks say. And remember I told you Blood was from A-Tray Gangsters? Look at the A-Tray Gangster on the motherfucker. I told you once I be Halldale, nigga, that's the A-Tray Gangsters. Hey, tell Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the feds pay. Tell him, stop doing all that blogging about that bullshit and go talk about your homie that just went to jail, Blood. Yeah. Niggas just look. Oh, y'all need the subtitles? Let me show y'all, Blood. 3 shot, 2 dead in South Los Angeles. A-Tray Gangsters. In they hood, 3 shot, 2 dead. Don't matter what the checks say, as long as the feds pay. On Bloods. This ain't the Queen Streets. I'ma speak on it, nigga. Yeah, you see that? You see that 83rd up there? You see that 83rd right there, Blood? Niggas was milking A-Trays today, gang. Oh, y'all want to believe it? Then ask Aunt Hefe. Don't matter what the checks say. You know what I mean? Ask Aunt Hefe did 2 of his homies out of 3 homies got shot. 2 of his homies got smoked today. Don't matter what the checks say, as long as the feds pay. On Bloods. Let's get to it. And go no jumper and YouTube that. The A-Tray Gangsters got sprayed down today, gang. And Hefe, you gonna get your lick back, and Hefe? Is you gonna get your lick back, and Hefe? This today. 3 of your homies got shot, and 2 of them rest in peace. And Hefe, don't matter what the feds pay. Yeah, so all that rap back that you and Munchie B be doing, that shit will get your homies smoked. They on Halldale and Dayton. What hood is that? The A-Tray Gangsters. 2 of you niggas. Look, if y'all 83rds and 3 niggas got shot today, y'all 81s today. If y'all was A-Tray and 2 niggas got smoked, y'all 81st today, nigga. Yeah, dig that. If you from A-Tray and 2 of your homies got smoked today, y'all from 81st today, nigga. No peace at all. And Hefe, Munchie can't see. Who's? When y'all gonna speak on some real LA shit? 3 niggas got shot in the A-Tray Gangsters today. 2 niggas got smoked. And Hefe, don't matter what the checks say, as long as the feds pay, nigga. Yeah, that, nigga. So go ahead and do your rap back, nigga. Do your rap back, nigga. Nigga on the dead homies, do your rap back, nigga. Keep rapping like Nipsey Hussle. And stay out the way. Cause your homies got laid down today. And it was 3 of them. They try to make y'all 8-0. And Hefe. Hey, and Hefe. Do you know Blood right there, and Hefe? And Hefe. And Hefe. And Hefe. Do you know who Blood is right there, Blood? Let me get a closer pick. And Hefe. And Hefe. Do you know that man right there, and Hefe? From A-Tray Gangsters, don't matter what the check say. Do you think Blood would have been on No Jumper? Yeah, we gon' and Hefe. Where and Hefe don't matter what the check say. Where and Hefe at? Yeah, 2 of your homies got smoked today, nigga. Let me get it close. He a little bit closer. Hey, and Hefe. And Hefe. Hey, and Hefe. And Hefe. Don't matter what the check say as long as the feds pay. Hey, and Hefe. You know blood right here, blood? Hey, and Hefe. And Hefe. It said A-Trade Gangster. They said 3 A-Trade gangsters got shot today. Blood, 2 of your homies got smoked. And Hefe. Hey, and Hefe. And Hefe. Do you know blood right here? And Hefe. Don't matter what the checks say, as long as the feds pay. Hey, blood. Hey, and Hefe. You be with Munchy, Crunchy, and Creamy. You know blood? And Hefe. And Hefe. He look like he your big homie, blood. Hey, and Hefe. And Hefe, can you pick up the phone? Oh yeah. Blood got the swap meet boxers on, blood. Blood from A-Trade for sure. Look at the old Nikes. You beat me? With the 501s. With the $5 swap meet Mexican belt on Bloods. He from A-Trade. You know what I mean? If I was an op, we would call him, get him off the planet Central. Blood look like get him off the planet Central. You feel me? He might even be the reason why niggas was sliding. Look at the way Blood dressed. Look at Blood. Look at Blood. If we slide through and we looking for the ops, look at Blood giddy up. The old WSS motherfucking Nikes. You know them 39.99s? Then Blood got the 50s. Blood got the 50 501s on. Then Blood got that $7 pack for 3 pairs of boxers, Blood, the blue ones. And then I don't know, Blood probably got that shit at Costco, that hoodie, Costco or Walmart. But hey, look, back to the real. Hey, and Hefe. Blood got arrested. 3 A-Trade gangsters got shot today. 2 of them got murked. So y'all ain't even 83rd today. Blood, y'all 81st. Y'all would have been 80. Y'all would have been the IFs. Y'all would have been rolling 80s. That's the only rolling 80s I know. Because 3 of y'all niggas would have died rest in peace today if that nigga didn't miss. But y'all 81st today, blood. So nigga, we can calm all that A-Trade gangster shit down today, gang. On the dead homies, nigga, y'all 81st today, gang. I would say 86 your ass, but you feel me? Yeah. And Hefe. Don't matter what the checks say. Yeah. 3 of y'all homies got sprayed up today, blood. Dirty backy ass niggas, blood. But you know, young and Hefe, don't matter what the checks say. This for you, baby boy. This for you, baby boy. Fucking with the police, no jumper type shit. Look at your homies and Hefe. Look at your homies and Hefe. Look at your homies and Hefe. Hey, and Hefe. Somebody tell Aunt Hefe Neptune got the scoop. Yeah, go tell Aunt Hefe Neptune the Goon got the scoop. 3 A-Trade gangsters got popped at today. 2 of them got body white sheets. They ain't A-Trade gangsters today, blood. They 81st Street. It almost been 80. It almost was 80th Street. But they got 2. So they ain't A-Trade gangsters today. They lost 2. They 81st Street on Bloods. Anybody else got something to say? Anybody else got something to say? This ain't no internet rap back. Blood, niggas is getting white sheet, nigga. That's why I be spinning. And Hefe, you gonna help your homies? Hey, Hefe, what that say right there? And Hefe? And Hefe. What Halldale goes through what hoods in LA? You just anybody from LA, let me know what streets Halldale goes through. I know the 2 hoods right off top. A-Trade gangsters and the Hoovers. Anybody else got any thoughts? Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. The 83rds, the A-Trey gangsters lost 2 niggas today. Hey, and Hefe. And Hefe, don't matter what the check say. Hey, and Hefe, hold on. And Hefe, this says Halldale. Ain't that where the A-Trey gangsters be in the Hoovers? Hey, Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say. 2 of your homies got RIP today, blood. And one of them didn't check out. He checked in, but he didn't check out. The nigga missed him. Hey, look, blood. And Hefe, don't matter what the check say. But you from A-Trey? 3 of your homies got popped today. 2 of them got bodied. White sheets. You ain't from A-Trey. Your whole hood is 81st today, nigga. Y'all ain't 83rds today, nigga. Y'all lost 2. Y'all 81st Street, blood. 81st Street. I don't think y'all can see. Now look, and Hefe. And Hefe, don't matter what the check say. Look, blood. Look at your homie. And Hefe. And Hefe. That's your homie hat. That's that blood. And that's the white sheet. And Hefe. And Hefe. And Hefe. Look at your homie hat on the ground, blood. And Hefe. And Hefe. Look at your homie hat on the ground, gang. Look at your homie covered up. Look at the blood coming through the sheet. And Hefe. And to the Hefe. Don't matter what the checks say. And Hefe. And Hefe. Look at your homie. Look at your homie got killed. Your homie got killed. Look what blood was riding. Look what blood was riding, blood. Yeah, we finna break you niggas down. We finna do some real internet shit right now. Since you niggas internet thugs and be popping all that hot shit, and be, man, bogus. Man, you niggas bogus. Look, gang. And Hefe. We gonna break it down. And Hefe. Don't matter what the check say. While you was on No Jumper, your homie was riding his bike. See? And Hefe. While you was on No Jumper, flossing all them chains, talking about his A-Trey gangster and Munchie B, my nigga. So look, blood, you got all them racks and you be trying to shit on niggas in prison. So look, you go to No Jumper and you fuck with the feds. So look, blood, and this is what it is, blood. This ain't who's. This is AYLESS Moments TV. I knew we was gonna get to it in the summer, blood. That's why I beef with niggas on bikes. Niggas on bikes can't get me. So look, and Hefe. This what your homie vehicle was, blood. And Hefe, this what an OG A-Trey gangster was still riding. Now look, when Blood got RIP, he got his wig knocked off, Blood was next to his bike. So that's why his hat flew off. You feel me? Like, Blood was slipping. Blood didn't have no, you know what I mean? He probably had a T hat on, think he was gangster. Can't be gangster on the bike, Blood. So, and Hefe, look at your homie, Blood. This AYLESS Moments TV. And Hefe, look at your homie program. Don't matter what the check say. This ain't no jumper shit. And Hefe, look at your homie, blood. And Hefe, you gonna get your lick back? And Hefe, they spoke 2 of you niggas today. The other one got hit, but he survived. But look at your homies ride, blood. Pop it all that hot shit. Pop it all that hot shit like rapping and shit, nigga. Niggas with the shit. Yeah, well, all your homies, if you talking all that shit on No Jumper, This was your big homie's ride, blood. This was your big homie's ride in the A-Trey Gangsters, blood. And this what happened when you ride bikes and your homies talk shit on the net. Your hat fly off. You feel me? And then you just lay there with that white sheet on your ass. You feel me? With all them shell casings. You did? Hey, Aunt Hefe. Aunt Hefe. Don't matter what the feds pay. As long as the feds pay, I won't delay. But what about your homies in the hood that ride bikes, blood? Explain that. Aunt Hefe. Do you be what you looking at? Your homie. Look at your homie. Aunt Hefe. Look at your homie. Aunt Hefe. Don't matter what the checks say, blood. Look how many shots came at your homie. Aunt Hefe. This is the A-Trey Gangsters. See, when you get on No Jumper, you wear them big old chains. You acting like this big old boss. You laughing when Suspect, Almighty Suspect, and the other nigga Brandon get into it. Ha ha he he. Big old chain. Trying to shit on YouTube. And this what happened. You got the chain on. But your homie still on the hood in the hood riding little ass boy bikes. Yeah, just like some little ass boys. And look at Blood hat. I bet you it got a T on it. On the dead homies, I bet you it got a T on it. Look at Blood. Look at Blood. Blood got the white sheet, and the blood is seeping through the sheet. And Hefe. And then the other nigga that got RIP, we didn't even get to him. Your other homie and Hefe is behind the other Look, so this what it means. I've seen this before. So if Blood is in the front and he got RIP, the crime scene is the whip. See, Blood was on a bike when them niggas came through. The other niggas was in the whip, which means the niggas came through the alley, shot up the whip, and then they shot Blood, because Blood wasn't in the whip. Blood pulled up, beat the rich homies in the whip. So Blood got off his raggedy ass bike with that T hat on. You dig? Look, I ain't no detective, but I could look and be how the homie got killed. So look, this is an alley. You dig? Now, Blood right here where it's taped off, that's the end of the alley. So whoever be Blood was like, hey, that's them niggas right there. We gonna go through the back, clean up. It's a straight drive-through. It's in and out. It's in and out drive-through. And ain't nobody gonna stop you unless you can see somebody in front of you. So this how they got they hot and ready. You know what I mean? This how they got their value combo. On me. Nigga, I'm like that. I know how the nigga got done. Cause nigga, I would have seen the niggas too. So this how it happened. This nigga in the sheets was standing up. But this is Blood bike. This is Blood bike, right? So Blood, they got the sheets over him. Blood was talking to the niggas in the whip. That's why I got the 10 over it. Cause it's a whip. That's where the other nigga got killed and the other nigga survived. Which means 3 niggas got shot, 2 niggas got killed. Now dig this. Okay, so they drove through the back way. This is the back way. You see how the police got room to walk? And then they whip is parked right here. Blood is right here. With that motherfucking T hat on. Right? Little hoodie. Whatever it is. Blood out of here. They gonna remember Blood for 6 months. And that's it. So anyway. These niggas came through the side, gang. Where the police at. You know. Taco de Gritos, El Patos. They came through that side. They beat these niggas right here. Blood was in front of the whip with the hat on. Once they beat Blood with that T hat, they knew it was for sure green light. These is the beeps. I'm gonna do it nicely. These is the beeps. So, whoever did it, they slid through. Blood on the bike. It was no running. This nigga with the T hat on should have told the niggas in the whip, hey, cuz, I don't know these niggas. Whoa. He should have told them something. Correct? So, since he didn't, he don't really do much. He don't really got no motion. That's why blood ride bikes. You feel me? Small mind niggas still ride small bikes. Grown men. This is not a kid riding that bike. Please, don't pop it to me. Blood is too big. Blood got size on him. And that hat was not little kids. So anyway, and Hefe, they tried to RIP 3 of your homies. But for sure today, the A-Trey gangsters lost 2 niggas. Let's get back to the footage. You know, it's Neptune Lagoon, Say Less Moments TV. You know, like I said, man, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, my homie so scary, nigga, you ain't finna catch none of them. Why? Because they don't be outside. And that's a fact. And that's why I know, nigga, I can say what I want, nigga. Because why? The real niggas, we in jail. Doing life, all that. The busters from Queen Street, nigga, they in Hot Desert Springs. One nigga in Long Beach. You know, all that type shit. But, yeah. So, I can say what I want. The Queen Streets, nah, we ain't there. We ain't there. And I'm too old, so I'm not posting. Don't look for me. So, that's Aunt Hefe, homie, laying on the ground. Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say. Yeah, that's Blood, homie, with that white sheet over him. And that's his hat right there. And then that's Blood Whip. That little bike right there all the way to your right. Yeah, that's what the A-Trey gangsters be riding these days. Grown men. 2025. Blood still riding bikes. That's why he got murked, because he's still on some petty shit. Blood was asking for it on the bike, nigga. How you riding a bike in the hood, nigga? I don't give a fuck if the liquor store down the street. Nigga, I ain't riding no goddamn bike, nigga. In the hood, nigga, with a T-hat on, Blood, you brazy. But anyway, so we gonna continue this footage of Aunt Hefe homies getting slimed out today. Back to normal program. Tell Aunt Hefe. Tell him Neptune Lagoon showed your hood getting slimed out. And to ask him and say this ain't his hood.
They still going down that way. They had canine dogs down that way.
Hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. A-Trey Gangsters got slimed out today. Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA. Yeah. Welcome to LA. Hey, look, trillionaire. This is the A-Trey Gangsters getting slimed out today, gang. They shot 3 of them and smoked 2 of them. Nigga, run it back. You gonna see the white sheets. Man, Say Less Moments TV got the white sheets over niggas, man. They shot 3 and killed. Yeah, run it back. They shot 3 A-Trays and killed 2 of them. And nigga, when I ran this beginning, nigga, it was still white sheets with the blood going through the sheets, nigga. Say Less Moments TV. Nigga, and Hefe homies got slimed out today. Nigga, if he from A-Trey, he lost 2 of them today. He from 81st. Two A-Trey gangsters got killed today. 3 of them got shot, 2 of them got killed. So tell Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say, he better go get his lick back. You did? You did? And Hefe. And Hefe. I said and Hefe. And Hefe. Nigga, they lost 2 niggas today. They from 81st today, nigga. On me. I mean, shit, nigga. The nigga killed 3 niggas. Or tried to kill 3, and 2 got killed. The other one made it. I ain't gonna lie, whoever did it, they upped the score. They got 2 of them. They upped the score today. And that's just regular, you know what I mean? They upped the score today. They got 2. Confirmed. They got 2 confirmed. They upped the score today. Whoever it was. They put the points on the board. They got 2. And try to get 3. They upped the score. I can't even knock them. Not hating. Not even boasting. But, nigga, they try to up the score today. If that other nigga didn't survive, they would have got 3. You know how happy them niggas would have got 3? If they got 3 from A-Train, they would have been like, man, we got 3 from A-Train on the game. Like, you know what I mean? You would have made them niggas the Joker of their hood. They would have got 3 from the 3. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got 3 from the 3, you up the score in it. Like, y'all automatic OGs. Y'all got 3 from the 3, y'all automatic OGs. Y'all automatic OGs. Y'all got 3 from the 3, y'all automatic OGs. Get out of here. Go home. You know what that van is? taking you straight to the mortuary. You going straight to the medical examiner. They gonna say how many shots, where he fell, how far it was, all that. That's them guys. Look at the sheets. Look at the sheets over him. Look at the sheets over him. Look at the sheets over him, gang. Look at the sheets over him, gang. Look at the sheets over him, gang. And that's a whole nother nigga. So it's like they went through the alley just blazing shit. Like they knew that was y'all alley. I don't know what to say. I ain't from there. So I shouldn't know what to say. But I know them niggas try to up that score today. Look. They wrapping him up in plastic, gang. They wrapping him up in plastic to pick him up, gang. Do you see this? Do y'all see this? They got the two bodies on top of each other, gang. No, hold on. Hold on, man. Nah. Y'all think this shit a game, gang. Y'all think, look, nigga. They got both the bodies stacked on top of each other like trash bags, gang. And Hefe, you see why the hoods go to war? You see why you make a nigga that don't bang start banging when he sees shit like this? They have two bodies stacked on top of each other about to go inside the same van. They stacked both of these bodies on top of each other. Ain't no alleged nothing, nigga. We looking at it. They have two black bodies stacked on top of each other like trash cans. Look at them. I said, tell Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say, look at your homies. Just for a better view, because long legs got out the way. Look, nigga. Look at them goddamn two bodies on top of each other. One of them is white plastic, one of them is clear plastic. And Hefe, they got your homies in plastic wrap. I know, right? I'm doing too much. I know. But doing too much is the right thing. Because why? I'm AYLESS Moments TV. I don't care about what no nigga doing in jail. Nigga, I'm from the streets. And you see what's happening to niggas on the street? They stacking your bodies up like recycles. I gotta do recycles tomorrow. That's why I said I'm gonna be stacking them up like them. I don't know what to say, you know? And then besides rest in peace in each other, we snitching on each other. And really, it wouldn't even be no snitching if everybody wasn't beefing. It would be nothing to snitch on. It'd be nothing to snitch on if we was all handling our business. You see, every gang member was supposed to be a part of the tribe to make it better. Now we just demon time, demon time, demon time. So once you get so many demons, some of us got to be like Moses. We got to be like angels. We got to at least get a body. You know what I mean? Just to control the streets. You just got to catch a body to keep climate control. It be that type of shit to where even the police know, man, if y'all didn't put him down, even though we got to charge you for this body, but we know if you didn't put him down, it would have been more bodies. But you still got to go to court. They ain't gonna say, hey, justice is served. You saved the neighborhood from a rapist. You saved the neighborhood from whatever it is. They'll tell you when they put you in cuffs, man, you did a good thing. When you get to court, nigga, 1,000,000 years. And I didn't heard that said to 2 people that I know. You did a good thing, man, by doing what you did. But yeah, I was like, you telling him that, but when he go fight trial, nigga, you gonna get up there and say what it say. You ain't gonna be like, but I think he should go home. You're not gonna do that. You'll lose your job. So it's like sometimes what you need the police for. Some of us just gotta clean up the streets. No matter if he laid out and gets stacked up like trash can. You know what I mean? But I know one thing about God, he got a date for everybody. And all them niggas, they had a date together. Like they said, ain't nothing new under the sun. Now we doing it with bullets. Back in the day, it was bow and arrows and swords. What's the difference? It was still 2 niggas on the floor and 1 nigga survived type shit. That's why I said a whole different YouTuber gang. Niggas be doing all that rapping. Niggas get on all these podcasts and do all this hot shit, right? You tucked up. You living good. You out the way. What about the niggas that still serving every day? Climate control, serving the smokers, making sure the homies, you know what I mean? Like, to support. Like, you might be higher up on the ladder, but you still got to hold your tongue for the niggas that serve the nickels and dimes. I thought about all that before I got on here. And you know what? Ain't nobody on my block selling nickels and dimes. My hood is over with. If you catch one of my homies, boy, you done caught Santa Claus giving Christmas presents. And that's on the dead homies. Them niggas is not like that. Why? Because I've been spending for 7 years and I ain't be shit. I ain't even, I would have been more than happy to be the homies driving through the hood and be like, damn, niggas like 10, 15 deep shooting dice. Nigga, I'll just go get all the ones and I don't care about winning or losing. I just want to be there. In my hood, that's over with. I can say whatever I want. I know them bitch ass niggas ain't like that. And just like every other time, went to jail, prison, juvenile hall. Man, I caught all the phase by myself. Wasn't nobody helping me from the hood. So that's why I said, please, tell the homies, I cannot get DP. But, we gonna get back to these bodies stacked up like cans. So I guess Aunt Hefe gonna make a song like BSG to get back at Dodie 6.
Here to provide you a briefing on a 77th double homicide in the perimeter that's active behind you right now. This is preliminary information about a double homicide investigation at the perimeter in 77th Division. We are still in the early stages of this investigation. approximately 6:25 p.m., 77 patrol officers were in the area of Dalton and
6:25 p.m. Oh, Neptune Lagoon is on his shit. 6:25 p.m.
Avenue in an east-west alley south of Florence and west of Dalton when a shooting occurred. Officers observed 3 victims down. One was deceased.
One was deceased, one male black in his 20s. When they pulled up, it was 3 people on the ground. When they pulled up, the first one in his early 20s was deceased. Let's continue. Male Hispanic. Male Hispanic. So one of them A-Trade gangsters, look, he was Hispanic. So, and Jefe, don't matter what the check say, the one male Hispanic in his 20s was a Mexico. Let's continue.
And one female Hispanic in her 20s was transported by LAFP. Gunshot.
So one female Mexican and one Mexican dude. Let's go.
What is in stable condition? There are 2 outstanding suspects. 2 male black suspects in their 20s. If you see something, we're asking you to please call 911. Suspects are considered armed. As well as SWAT is staged at scene as a resource. It is unknown at this time if this is gang related. For the next several hours, we are asking folks to please stay inside and away from the area due to ongoing police operations. The area is Florence and Normandy, except for Baker Avenue.
Florence and Normandy. Florence and Normandy. The A-Trades go all the way up from Florence to Manchester and Normandy. Just to let you know, that's the A-Trade gangsters. Just in case you ain't from LA. So, 3 people pulled up to kill 3 people, and only 1 suspect got caught. So, I guess the suspect that got caught looks like Aunt Jefe homeboy, because you're still a suspect even if you bust back, because you ain't supposed to have a strap.
You said officers were in the area. How close were they to the scene when the gunfire erupted?
No, they're very close to the area.
Were they actively investigating when it happened? Did they witness the shooting?
That I can't comment on at this time. We're still very famous. So, they were in the area. Close enough to restrain.
So pretty much what he's saying right now, with all that airplane and the helicopter, he's saying that when the incident happened, the police were already in the area. Let me tell you about the police. If your hood was semi-cracking through the school year, and we could say semi-cracking like this, even if they wasn't arresting people, if y'all was hitting up on walls, they there. Especially in the summertime. And know this. You know, them people, and I asked them. Yeah, I asked them. Because I used to be in the hood that much. You know those people that paint the gang graffiti on the walls from the state, like from the city, where they got all the, they got gray, blue, white, beige. They got all the paint colors, the basic ones, to help, you know, community look back right. So I seen them like painting over a hit up that I did, you know. So I asked them. I knew they wasn't gang members, so I can't do nothing to you. So I said, hey, who pays y'all to do this? They said, oh, the city. I said, yeah. So how do y'all get paid? You know what he told me? Oh, all we got to do is take a picture and then paint it. And then once we get all the pictures, when we go home in a day, we just turn it in to the whoever we turn it into, and that's how they get everybody. And in my head, that's how they get everybody name. Let me break it down even further. In case I'm on a carpool lane and you still on the freeway. Every time them people, whoever comes to do it, to cover the paint up, is taxpayer dollars. So, how this business gets paid, they don't even have to be the best professional painters. They just gotta have enough balls to go to hoods and paint over gang graffiti, cause it gotta take some kind of balls. And then a lot of them, they not from America, so it ain't that they got balls. They just happy to be here and they know they living better. But all they have to do is take a picture and then paint over all the gang graffiti. Little do you know, it's a database. And if the police ever know your name to be that for a fact, those will be contributing factors. Even though it's petty now, if you was to be one of these boys that put these boys down today, those graffiti things will be in your court date. It ain't no getaway. And this would make it even double more trouble. Now, I'm not trying to down YNs, but niggas be talking too much. All that to say this, y'all gladly tell the police y'all name. Y'all gladly get on the internet and say the beef. That's why I was so mad at Bosco. That's why I said, fuck it, nigga. Since you told the police I'm back outside, I might as well be on the internet, because, nigga, you done yelled my name. You done yelled my name. And now look where we at. So now it don't even matter. They gonna be looking at me regardless. But it is what it is. So like I said, this is the loud part of him talking. I'm gonna run it back to the beginning for about like 4 or 5 minutes and let y'all see it all over again. And I'm gonna let you see these A-Tray gangsters laying out in the street with the sheets on them. We gonna run it back. Like, this shit was only 15 minutes long, but I had to show y'all. It's bodies. The first body, then the second two body, the body where they got the one from the other end of the alley and the other one end of, and they had them stacked on like trash cans. But like I said, I broke it down. So this is for all the people that don't know or just join and just see what's going on. 3 A-Tray gangsters got shot today. 2 of them got rest in peace. And Hefe, don't matter what the check say, as long as the feds pay, yeah, you got some explaining to do. Now, y'all see that A-Tray gangster up there? Just like I said in at the beginning of this video. That says A-Tray gangster. I'm not snitching. Nigga, that's what it say. And that's... Now look. Remember when I showed y'all last time? I said, hey, the body, it was a body outside of that first tarp. Like, y'all gonna see. Man, do y'all thing, man.
How many other cars are over there?
All right, no bullshit. All the bullshit to the side, man. I was talking about he had a T hat on, this, and that. On my mama, nigga. As I look, without telling y'all and trying to explain, it was a T on his hat. On the dead homies, nigga, and I'm not capping, nigga. As I zoomed in without trying to explain to y'all, the dude right there with the hat on the ground, it was a T on it. Tell Aunt Hefe to say I'm lying. It's a T on it, gang. That hat right there. That hat right there by the police feet. His left foot. That hat has a fucking T on it. On my daddy, rest in peace. On my dead homies. It got a T on it. Blood out of here.
How many other cars are over there? No peace at all. None. Down that way. They had canine dogs in our way.
And Hefe can't get up out of that. Two of his homies got knocked down today. And then the way it play out, they said it was the two dudes got smoked. The girl, she lived. So you already know how they was coming. They wasn't looking for her. They smoked the two niggas and shot her. From A-Trey Gangster today. The two niggas for sure got smoked. And Hefe got some U-Haul boxes to buy. He gotta package his homies up. Yep, we'll show that. And Hefe gotta buy some U-Haul boxes. Real talk. Like I ain't even bullshitting. And Hefe, you have to buy 2 U-Haul boxes for your homies. Oh wait. Oh whiskey. You see where it's at? Tell Aunt Hefe when he do his next upload, all that rap back, you better have a rest in peace song. And Hefe, you be doing all this commentating on everything else. You sure better comment on this. Yep. I'm over it. Hey, Trey Gangsters got toe up today.
One of them people when I was coming
Just
up,
what it
that was
is.
one of them,
No, that's
the
my
music
brother,
was
man. I talk to
artist.
Troy every week again.
We had the only interview with Kelsey. We sat down with her. We spoke to her. She asked me a question in that interview. She said, "Let me ask y'all a question and flip it on y'all real quick.
It's like
Who do you
45
think
minutes.
shot her?"
Yo, what did you
And I was
say?
like, "Damn!" Like, I was like, "Don't ask me, cause I'm the honest one." Like, I don't know.
Who did you think shot her?
I said, "You."
And what she said?
And she was like, "You're entitled to your opinion." I was like, "But like, based off this conversation, maybe I'm wrong, but."
See, what Tory went wrong, where he didn't go wrong, is when he made that jail call and he told Kelsey that I'm sorry for everything that happened. He wasn't talking about the shoot. He talking about that I've been sexting all y'all. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't talking about the shooting. If you paid attention, the stylist said, I packed that gun in their bag several times, right? You know, I've been telling y'all for like 6 months to a year, Tory coming back, DNA ain't his. I've been telling y'all that. People think I'm capping. You know, it's a tape out there too, but you know, the parents of the child didn't clear. But now you got the driver, security guard coming to the table saying, I witnessed her fire 3 shots. Tory jumped out, knocked the gun out of her hand, the gun went off again. But it's 2 DNA tests that says 100% not Tory Lanez, that they never submitted to the defense attorney during the trial.
His confidence through it said a lot to me. Like, he wasn't just regular confident. He's like, I think I could share my opinion, right? I'm an outsider. I always thought that Tory didn't want the label snitch. And he also knew that he did wrong in the fact of tearing off turd too. So I ain't trying to do it. I'll be cleared because my shit ain't on that gun. And he was like, let's see what happens.
That's it.
And he got caught.
Yeah, he was like, when the law does its thing, they're going to see it wasn't me. But they railroaded him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they tell Tory that he don't like
citizenship
women.
and all that.
He saved a woman's life, Megan, from being killed. And then he stopped a mother from going to jail, Kelsey, right? But talking to Tory when he was in there, he said, whack, everything happened for a reason. I'm a Canadian dude in a penitentiary in California, but yet I've been able to help dozens of men get back to court on appeals on cases they've been railroaded. He said, I think I'm the sacrificial lamb. I was the one needed to come back to this place to help these people who probably need to be free more than me. He said, although I'm locked up, I still make millions of dollars. I'm still cool. My kids are still taken care of, but some of these men in their family won't be good unless they're there. So he figured like maybe I was placed, I know I'm gonna get out before the 10, but maybe I was placed here to help some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some friends that know I'm a huge Tory Lanez fan, and they're not Tory Lanez fans, and they hit me with the, you know, if people really put Tory in there, he got stabbed up 14 times. His people would have looked out for him. They don't care about him. If it was some beef, they got it cleared, and his people set him up.
No. That shit came from up higher up. That wasn't no prison shit. That wasn't no yard shit. That wasn't none of that. His appeal was already in. Friday, the defense attorney turns in the statement of the dude identifying Kelsey as a shooter, and Monday he get hit by a dropout. Let me tell you something. That's a level 3 penitentiary. You have a gun tower. You got 2 correctional officers on the floor. When each wing is unlocked. In order to hit that dude 14 times, it should have been 23 people on him. It was 1 person on him. The gun tower never shot. There was no correctional officers on the floor. Nobody was there all of a sudden. You right? So I'm listening to Tory dad talking. I believe Tory's covered because most people, he got his lungs punctured.
Yeah.
There's a tape that will be coming out. I had somebody watch the tape that's in there. They gave me a description of what they was watching. Another correctional officer, I got a homeboy that worked in one institution, called one of his partners that watched the tape. Dude grabbed Tory's hoodie and started hitting him. Only thing saved Tory's life is he slid out the hoodie. Grabbed your hoodie, he slid out of it, and when he slid out of it, he started running. The dude was chasing, hitting him, and by that time, correctional officers showed up. Think about it. So where was they all? Where were the COs at when he kicked off? Where was everybody at? You know what I mean? So, you know, he survived it. I don't believe they'll send him back to the penitentiary. I believe if done right, they'll release him probably with an ankle monitor to fight his appeal. Going back to LA County is a threat. You know what I mean? Because if that DA, that case is overturned, Tory's case then becomes case law, case study. And everybody that DA's convicted.
And every name after him is gonna be named over the lanes.
Lawsuit.
It's gonna be Tory Lanez.
That's worth getting rid of somebody.
Yeah, right.
We are in America. Underestimate nothing.
Do you think that there's going to be some retaliation inside of that prison?
Definitely. That's just how they go.
Yeah.
The dude that did it, when he gets to the shoe program, they're going to take his life because he didn't complete the task.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, with all that is going on inside of that prison, obviously for Tory Lanez, do you feel like he'll be received well when he comes home? Like, do you think that
What? He ain't never have to rap again if you don't want to. He got a movie, he got a series, his music, he got a movement. Tory Lanez been already setting up companies while he's been there. You know, man gonna have to pay him. Everybody gonna have to pay him.
You think Meg would ever get to a place where she could apologize to him for all this shit that happened? Or do you think that the labels are
She's gonna, well, Rock Nation takes a hit. They only guilty of supporting their client. Yeah, that's a fact that I think Meg will get to a point where she'll issue an apology. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Meg even knows what went on, what happened that night.
Facts.
I think she was at a level of intoxication that she blacked out.
Yeah.
She thinks this is what happened.
Yeah, I don't think she really knows. You know what I'm saying? So we seen her lie. She lied on Gail's show. You know what I'm saying? Admitted to that. And I believe she's gonna break down, cry, and issue an apology. But that ain't gonna stop Tory from owning her catalog and everything else she got.
It's gonna be 5-7 years from now.
Yeah,
when everything kind of cools down, she gonna do a sit down 60 minutes.
The hate Tory got for what they thought he allegedly did, she won't get half that hate for railroading that man for saying he did something he didn't do. That's the world we live in.
Right.
Ooh,
We're letting our blood boil just a
I'm
little
ready
bit.
for him to come home, man. I feel like all this inevitably protecting black women, too, almost cost him his life.
Yeah. And shout out to my boy Speedy, because my boy Speedy from Hard Time Hustle, that's his brother, and he really took this hard. You know what I'm saying? And he's still taking it hard. That's his brother. Like, he loved him to death. So shout out to my man Speedy. Yeah, you know, every step of the way, Speedy been there. That's why all that talking about the people turned on him, it wasn't gonna happen. You had too many people in place that was there with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some real people behind those walls that was making sure things was good. But, you know, when something high above you send a torpedo, you know, been employed the mailman, you know what I'm saying? I
Get out the way.
You know
Now,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to get into that, but a lot of people are saying it's Rock Nation, Rock Nation,
Nah,
Rock
ain't nothing to
Nation.
do with Rock Nation. Rock Nation don't give about no case study. You know, Rock Nation, all they gonna do is go into damage control for their client. You know, for Rock, if you find Rock Nation guilty, then I'm guilty for showing up to Blueface trials. That's what they're supposed to do. That's their client. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so they didn't do nothing that what they supposed to do, not show up to support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the LA County case. You know, if they're saying Rock Nation got influence over the DA's office, then that's kind of a reach.
Now, first up, I appreciate you for coming through straight from Colombia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I really wanted this interview to happen because, again, there's like so much
Man, he just got on there to lie,
misinformation that be
man.
going on the internet, and then
Like,
people
man,
kind of like
we
size
acting
us
like
up for
Wack
being
gonna
the
come
wrong
over there and
people.
tell you the
I'm
truth.
just- I
That
really
nigga
just
come over there for
really
propaganda
having-
and views.
You know, I decided to open up a platform because I wanted
You
to
know
sit
what
down
it
and
is? I
talk to
think
people.
you giving another perspective. You feel like it's 100 podcasts out there that's gonna ask the radical crazy shit.
Yeah.
So I think your approach is trying to get into the deeper emotional side of a situation that comes to a person.
Yeah.
That's probably your approach. So I get it. It's like that's your way of being different.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people it's a lot of traffic out there. So you like, it's my lane. You know, I can cross over there, but everybody's over there.
Yeah. Now, with somebody like yourself, you're such a polarizing figure. I'm sure that part of you, one of the things that I keep saying and I've always said is I would hate to actually be a celebrity. Like I like the J-list celebrity I am at right now.
I don't consider myself, I don't, people
But they
tell
know
me
you
that, but
already.
I don't move like that. I
How
don't
you
consider
move?
myself that. Like
With the
people look at me
police,
like
the
that, bro.
FBI,
He don't be on
Adam
that. Like
22s.
today, my wife said she wanted some canes or whatever that shit fries, right? So I go over there, I walk in, the whole kitchen looking at me. Oh, yeah, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
They said, are you whack 100? I'm like, yeah. Can we get a picture? I'm like, yeah, cool. They're like, yo, man, you cool as. Where all your people at? I said, you know what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't forget why. None of my people. You got some real people over there. You know what I mean? There's some real individuals that come on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That got real plugs and real reach, but we all move normal. Like we don't let that get to our head because the people
Y'all
are
move
saying
normal.
that ain't gonna blind us because we don't forget where we come from, and we know we can slip and be right back there.
Yeah, right back
I mean,
there.
shit, you've been doing this for a long time.
You know what I'm
You learn how to navigate.
Y'all remember when 600 was signed to Don King?
Nah,
And he was going back and forth with Don King getting out his shit.
nah.
And for a year, right?
Oh,
He made one call.
what do you do?
I got the call.
And what you
And
say?
that man right there at the time was negotiating a $300 million deal for Don King's catalog, fight catalog.
Oh,
Called him. He set out with Don King, and in 2 weeks we had to release.
Wow.
So you can have some real big fish in the room. You never know with me because we all just, we cool. Like we ain't never stepping in nothing, want you to feel little in us. Because guess what? It's some things you know, some things you do that we don't know that we don't do.
Real
so we want
tough.
to figure those things out to see how we can plug those in
And make it
to
work.
empower us even more. And then guess what? Now you gain access to the things that we've been doing.
that's why you told me to choose a side.
Just how it
And I said,
works.
ain't no
Another
side.
person I was a
Next
huge
question.
fan of is Drake, You're the Ruler.
Yeah, that's nephew. Good dude.
Do you feel like if you were there that night,
Yeah.
when his life was taken, he would still be?
Yeah, he'd have been alive. We waited for him. We waited for him. Like, I don't know what he was doing. We waited for him. We was 100 deep in there. Literally. And we waited for him. And we like, bro, like, I got the game here, bro. Game waited. We all waited. I said, yo, bro, Drake coming in. Let's make sure he get in and get out. And we're like, where he at? You think he was moving like he was Jay-Z somebody? The game looking at me crazy. He said, whack, we've been waiting this hour and a half. You're like, what we doing? So I figured like maybe it's got a gut feeling when it's gonna show up. So we rolled. By the time we got to the freeway, it had happened. That quick.
Damn.
That quick. But rest in peace, Drake. You're a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
Some of the great
He is a
artists
good
that we
dude.
taken from us with
Good dude.
So, now, there's rumors about all people being involved in that. Do you feel like that was just like a personal issue?
No, I mean, he let it be known. You know, he was beefing with the streets. You know what I'm saying? Brother Pitbull, F-O-I-N-O-I, Baby Crazy O from Harlem. And believe it or not, at one point in time, had it set up for everybody to sit down and squash the beef. Drake Hill didn't want to squash it. But it went to where it went to, you know what I mean? So, you know, he died standing on his feet the way he wanted to die standing on his feet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't do no running, he didn't do no
Nope.
retreating. You
And
know
he
what I'm
didn't-
saying?
he didn't
Those
click
that
up.
ran and those that retreated, they got to
And he
deal
didn't
with
click
that.
up.
But he didn't run, he didn't retreat. You know, was it the smartest thing, the smartest decision? You know, all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
And if it was one of those type of situations, maybe he should have retracted from it. You know, I'll lose 10 battles to win the war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How often do you deal with that dealing with all these artists? Because we know that they're the most hard-headed son of bitches out there.
You deal with
especially
it all the
music
time.
artists.
You deal with it all the time. You got to emphasize for them. You got to make preparations for them. And it's to a point now that I feel like if we got to overdo something to be somewhere, then maybe we should be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere to entertain the people because the people going to be the one entertaining the district attorney with the video for
Yep.
Yeah.
And the
You know
comment.
what I'm saying? I don't give a about what you think. Oh, y'all didn't show up. That's cool. We're still here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So if we look at the situation and the situation ain't favorable to us, or we going to make 200,000, but we might be facing 200 years, then you know maybe we shouldn't come.
Were you involved in the brawl that night with Drake Hill? There was rumored that.
No, we left. You talking about that night? You
Yeah.
definitely had to swap it. We had a little internal squabble backstage. It was on about like a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. Now, before we let you go, this is the real shit, right?
Ain't no realer than telling.
What you call it?
Can't be no realer than telling.
Knowing that you're such a polarizing figure, does that make it a little bit difficult to raise them and show them the right
I don't lie to my kids. I let my kids everything I did that they shouldn't do. You know what I mean? They know who their dad is. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly who I am, and they know who not to be.
Does it take like? Because this is my fear, right? I'm like, damn. The more and more I grow, the more and more I'd have to protect my children from the people outside, because everybody wants to take either a picture with them, and hopefully, I honestly, like, I really don't get. Hopefully, I never get to that stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm nowhere near it now, but I would hate for them to always have to ask questions for daddy. You know what I'm saying? That these paparazzi.
No, you keep your kids away from that.
Yeah, you don't keep them into that life.
You know, your children, they're gonna move in the spaces that you teach them to move in. You know what I mean? So they should never be anywhere where they open.
And most of the time, your kid don't like nothing you do.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it is that you like, they boy. You can tell them basketball. They be like, I like football.
You know, when it comes to their school should be protecting them from that. When it comes to the family members' homes they go to, you kind of know what they're dealing with. But you know, it's gonna come a time where they're gonna venture out of the world. And at that point in time, you know, they know how to handle and carry themselves.
Are you? I guess I asked the question, right? The big question. WAC 100. Life is grand. Out of a 1 through 100, where do you see yourself at in that scale of life right now?
Shit, he trying to tell
my
me
ambitions and goals and things me and my business partners got going on, probably about 50. I'm hard on myself.
I told you he 50-50. I said that this morning. He's very 50-50. That's why he whack.
A lot of big things going on. We opened up actually a club right here in Hollywood, Florida, that I was talking to Charleston, because we got a comic stage, got a hookah bar. We got everything going on. My man Steve Marcano's the owner.
You
So I was talking to the brother. I'm like, you know what?
Oh, wow.
It might be a good thing to let y'all do y'all
fuck
first.
With Charleston White?
To the public podcast on stage.
Yep.
You know, we do a lot of that.
Straight
you know, because this is y'all area. You know what I'm saying? We set it up and do it right. You know what I'm saying? Make it come to life. You know what I mean? So we got that going on. We got incredible diapers going on. We got distribution happening overseas. In Africa, we setting that up. We got 600 these making moves back in boxing. You know, we got a lot of things going on, so I'm probably like batting 50%. You know, the race ain't over until you take that last breath. Then they calculate everything that you've done and didn't do, and then at that point, you know, then you judge.
Yeah. What does the 100 look like for you then?
The 100 looks like generational wealth is already established, and it's pushing itself regardless. You know what I mean? We on some like the Kennedys. The Kennedys born because how they set up.
No, he didn't.
Every bottle of gin that's sold, they get a cut of in the world. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm set up like that, or when I'm close to that, or I can hand the baton off to where the people behind me could get to that, then at that point, you know, but I'm still reaching, I'm still learning, you know, I'm still gaining, I'm still trying.
Man, that's why you know what? Yeah, he telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. He telling the damn truth. He will book your ass to get to the top. Just to get to the top, he will step on.
Former employee of Sean Diddy Combs, testifying under the pseudonym Mia, told jurors that he sexually assaulted her, controlled where she went, even subjected her to violent outbursts, and also made her work around the clock on extended release Adderall. I'm going to talk with Law and Crimes reporter Elizabeth Milner to get the scoop on all of the harrowing details that she shared. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Leonard.
Yeah. Puff Daddy, you better take that deal, nigga. They talking about he just gonna beat it full-fledged. He ain't finna beat it full-fledged. You on drugs. You on drugs, man. Man, come on, man. He embarrassed a lot of people that did a lot of things for him. They not going. They is not going. Not at all. But on another note though. Here we go, another one. This one 5 days ago. This one 5 days ago. This LA. Gunned down in front of apartment. He ain't even moving. He ain't moved one time. Let me run that back. You see, in less than 45 seconds, they scooped him off the ground because this dude was running the camera. Let's try it again from 0.00 and see how fast they scoop him off the ground because somebody got a camera. They act like they were checking his vitals. They knew he was gone. Then they just picked him up, put him on there, put him on the gurney, and swept him up. This is South LA. He got gunned down in front of his apartment building. His apartment building looked like it faces a main street. Now, all of a sudden, now that he in the truck, he pumping his chest. But he was not doing that on the street when the dude was filming. He pumping his chest after they picked him up, put him on a gurney in the back of that thing. Now they pumping his chest. They should have been pumping his chest before he got on there. You wasted 4 to 5 minutes. They shot his whole windows out. It says South Los Angeles, but it won't say exactly where. But it's South Central. It looked like the 40s. Yeah, I can't lie. That looked like the 40s. And it's just looking off. And he was blued up. Oh, 52nd. So it's 55th Street. Oh, so he off of Van Ness. He 5'5". This ODM Slim Hood. On me. This is ODM Slim Hood. That's crazy. First it was Ann Hefe. Now this is ODM Slim Hood. And he's out of here. Whoever was wearing all that blue, he's out of here. No questions asked. He's gone. He was not breathing. He wasn't. Oh, Hoover and 52nd. Oh. Oh, 5 deuces. All right. This the Hoovers. This the 5 deuce Hoovers. The street. He lived on 5 deuce Hoover. You crazy. You got balls. You got balls. That is the Mecca. You got balls. That nigga got balls. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's like the street. Like the street. They shot his windows out and everything. Yeah, he's from there. So this is down the street from this is down the street from ODM Slim. Yeah, this is down the street from ODM Slim. It ain't too far though. Don't get it fucked up. ODM Slim, his hood is not far from there. That's a fact. That is a fact around it. ODM Slim, his hood is not far from there. So, like I said, I thought it was the 5'5s. But then when I seen the Hoover, oh man, you are in the Hoovers.
Let me catch y'all up on the chaos.
Let me see. I don't really mess with old boy right there. I ain't messing with Munchie and all that again. I ain't finna 051 kiddo. Man, that boy crashed out like for sure. Man, 051 over there sliding in niggas' hood like he ain't famous, like he ain't a famous rapper. I can't say I wouldn't do the same, but yeah, it's just certain things just you way too famous. Hey, check out Stingy K. Stingy K, he love fucking with Charleston White.
He went to trying to
shout out Stingy K, but he love
everything about the gang banging mindset of the
That's all he do is Charleston White.
It's a bully, so that's his whole tactic, right? So you done had say I was a snitch. They can't produce no paperwork. They ain't got him in jail saying, hey man, I'm gonna be put in jail. They done had an OG power rules get on Cam Capone and hold back paper this far and say, hey, we got his paperwork. Now they saying homie, they doing everything to try to assassinate my character because as of now, ain't no smut on my name. Ain't no dirt on my name. And if you notice, it's everybody outside of Texas talking as if they know me. As big as your platform is, as big as Real Tune, Dallas Global, why ain't nobody around here showing up with information about me?
It's the big old deal, YouTube.
Oh man, now he and Hefe don't matter what the check say. What's the big old deal? How many niggas say that shit?
Like, I know Charleston and White just had to sit down, but I want to show y'all how Charleston White kept the same energy that he been having before he had that sit down. Like, comment, subscribe, share this song.
And I'm a player, and I know you niggas player hate. Yeah, so yeah. Listen.
Now, Rap 100 went from praising you into one room, and then in the next room, it was, I'm going to pull up, you know.
Let me say he'll blow my off. Let me say he'll blow my head off on the platform. That's a terroristic threat.
He said terroristic.
That's a terroristic threat, homie.
It's a terrorist threat. I don't know about no terrorist.
And he said this in front of millions of people.
Hey, he ain't
20
capping
minutes
though.
before that, he was just...
Hey, I ain't gonna cap though, man. What I noticed, Whack 100 be saying a lot of stuff to people online and that never happened. But when somebody else do it, it be all bad for them, Ricos and all that, man.
Bragging about how he made $10 million with Tashaki. yeah, the 69 boy.
The 69
boy.
boy.
Bragging about that,
He
right? I made $10 million. So you want me to believe you gonna come down here and blow my head away and throw away that $10 million? You already know. You already know. Soon as you go, one of your homeboys go fuck your gal, nigga. You don't want to go nowhere. He always talking about he'll pull up somewhere, homie. I ain't never spent no, they just talking, homie. They don't want to throw their life away.
What do you think triggered that though? Because
smart.
like I said, the conversation at the beginning was chill. That was chill.
Well, anytime you disagree with Whack 100 from what I've seen in Clubhouse, then he go pull up on him. You can't disagree with him. So that's what I noticed about him. If you disagree with him, he go holler, he pulling up on him. So I disagree.
He said he gonna
with him.
holler, he pulling up on you.
I disagree with him. So that's
He
why
said
I
that
don't
nigga ain't finna
talk
fuck
this,
his $10
because
million
I
a
believe
year
what I
out.
believe. You
That
believe
nigga-
what you believe.
that nigga ain't finna
And we
do
keep
shit.
going back and forth over this belief. At some point, is
go up.
that's why I don't do that. No, I said what I said, and I ain't got to. That's why I don't explain myself. Because if we keep going back and forward, at some point, do what you trying to make me explain myself. So he just went against me because I disagreed with him. In their mind, homie, the gang mentality is some goodness.
It's
In
some
their
goodness.
mind, they really believe that Crip and Blood gang is.
He said it's some goodness. He said they believe in their mind, Crip and their blood is some
man. He
goodness.
telling them what it is, man. And he kept that same energy though when he pulled up.
Whack, he pulled, man, Whack was turned. Damn.
His argument was
This is
that
a nigga his age. He couldn't out-talk a nigga
There are
his
blood and
age.
Crip
That's what it
nurses,
was.
lawyers.
He couldn't talk. He couldn't little boy him. He couldn't little boy
Give us
him.
some names. Why they got to be hiding in secret? The Alpha, the Kappas and the Sigmas and the Deltas and the Omegas, they rip. Why the Crip and Blood can't say, hey, I'm a doctor and I'm a Crip? Because nobody in their right mind gonna let a Crip doctor touch on them.
There's nobody in their right mind gonna let a Crip doctor touch
Any
him.
doctor, ain't no, he lying. Ain't no such
He lied.
thing as a successful Crip.
He said ain't no such thing as a successful Crip. This
Y'all
nigga
know some
foul.
Crips that's.
He
Y'all know
said
some
ain't no
Bloods and
such
Crips
thing as
that's,
no successful
that's
Crip.
like nurses and like professional.
He said as soon as you say
people, like,
I'm a
people
Crip and I'm a
like,
doctor,
people that do
he
good
said
things,
niggas
let me
ain't
know,
fucking
man,
with you.
Oh no.
Ain't no such thing as a successful Blood. Nowhere on earth.
He said nowhere.
That day when y'all went back and
He
forth,
said
your name
nowhere
was trending
on earth.
all over Twitter.
He said ain't no such thing as a
People
successful
who never
Blood.
heard you before.
Nowhere
like you
on
said,
earth.
Clubhouse brought you to a whole nother realm, a whole nother audience.
He ain't lying
Yeah,
though. He ain't never
But
lied.
there were a lot of people who were like,
He ain't never lied
See,
though.
that's what makes them have to shut up when I go to talk about what I do off the internet. It ain't what I used to do. It's what I still do.
Uncle, popping it.
All the things that these people have heard me say. Man, I used to white girls growing up. You want to take me back and bring up something when I was 12 and 13? I got locked up at 14. Came home at 21. So I wasn't doing this at 21 running. We're doing this at 12 and 13. They want to take y'all back when I was 12 and 13 and try to discredit all the rehabilitation after them. They want to take y'all back but that's their mind. They stuck in time. I'm involved. Former pre-law student at Texas Western University. Worked with the United States Supreme Court to get laws about it. Did trainings for human trafficking, for first responders, for local, state, at the federal level, with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security at Eastfield College out here, the police academy out there, huh? 2 years in a row I did that. Got the highest ratings in marketing. And I start my presentation off with, how many of y'all know that, and I'm talking to law enforcement officers and agencies, how many of y'all know that America has a secret love affair with whores and prostitutes? And I watched them premiums. Most men dead or alive with a whore or prostitute, I watched them premiums. That's the shock value. Now they're paying attention to everything I say afterwards. I'm shocking this world, homie, with truth in a delivery that makes the president listen to me.
This nigga said the
It's
president.
never been done like this before. You had Andrew Dice Clay. You had
at the end of you and Whack 100's feud, I would say, it lasted like 30 minutes. The full video was like an hour, but you and him going back and forth was a very entertaining 34 minutes max.
That was bullshit.
I gotta go watch it.
He said you think so. That shit was bullshit.
Like 4 times, man. Very entertaining.
I watched it 4 times.
But at the end,
Oh, you
He
certified
claims that,
YouTuber.
He knows where your church is.
I ain't watched nothing 4 times.
You're sleeping
Nothing.
with
Don't
the
want to
pastor.
watch nothing 4
And
times.
wait. You didn't say
That's
anything
semi-gay.
bad. It's like the
I ain't gonna
video
lie
is
to you.
He hung up.
He said some,
He
man,
exited the room. when he
nigga
said
watched
that.
you 4 times?
You didn't say anything, so a lot of people.
Well,
You watched another grown man 4 times?
You know that.
Bruh.
It's just like if you and your dog and your bitch say, yeah, when you're home on each other. you don't address that shit. You know yeah. You just saying anything now, ho. You don't even address that. You don't go to church. Yeah, for one, I don't go to church, huh? For one, I ain't got a pastor off with. So then what I did was, I said, you must be talking about the one just come home doing 35 years. He said, yeah. That's how I got it. That's how I proved everybody. He said, yeah, that's the one. Now check this out. Who gonna let him coming home from prison after 35 years be the pastor of a church?
Man. A crazy lady.
That's how I got it. That's why I didn't address it. That's how I got it. That's why I got it. I said, well, you must be talking about the one that come from doing 35 years. Yeah, that's the one. That's why I ain't saying that. Yeah, that other just held paperwork. Man, he's trying to do everything to assassinate my character. But my thing is, this what get me about these. How is it that none of y'all can get this information? How is it that none of you, man, you know how listen, if I know you the punk, I'm gonna say the punk name. New and Larry over there at Hemmy's on Baptist Church.
Yep, you gonna put a name on it.
Yeah, no. When I found out that the pastor was all the hoes in the church over there at Samaritan Baptist Church,
he said Samaritan Baptist.
We went on Facebook Live the next day, and yeah, Pastor so-and-so, you fucking all the hoes in the church. Why would you talking about his mad at
Hey, Tom, that white a cold fella, man. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I mean, if
lie,
you're gonna
man.
get on the gang members, you gotta get on the
About
pastors
this,
too.
man.
Like it's like he telling the truth.
It
It ain't just the gang, he doing everybody.
And I bet them hoes can't fuck. Most of them hoes single. Cause I ain't know with no woman go let it sit like Whack 100.
Wow.
I ain't know with no, I'm sorry.
He said nigga with no big booty.
Ain't no with no man.
He said no nigga with no big booty.
Sit up on Clubhouse every day talking to other men, listening to other men. Don't no one want his woman sitting up listening to them talking to no other. These are single, broke down. Say, all you black on Clubhouse, you need Jack Wolf. You need him to you need him to slap you across your head. Or if he bought groceries that week when he get mad and he leave, he take the groceries out the goddamn icebox too, bitch. You need him to fuck your friend. Come through, try to your sister, and look your mama across her eye and see if she'll bat them an eye for that torpedo too. Half your hoes ain't worth no way. Clubhouse ass, y'all be on here sitting. Much if you all ain't making no money off Clubhouse, you know Whack 100, everybody.
He said y'all ain't making no money off Clubhouse.
In the game, they crooks. Or they some super freaks. They some super freaking. They have fights party and
they have fight parties. He said they have fight parties.
It's in him to take some.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Ain't that true, gang?
Oh no. Oh
Whack
yes.
100.
Oh wow.
Didn't the game daddy get full of that embalming fluid, that PCP, that serum, the game system?
What?
It's in his bloodline. Just like your boy. The game daddy was a rapist. Guess what? The game grew up this same thing. Look at your boy. Look what he grew up to do. As tough as you is, hard as you talk, your son way harder. I can't imagine how much pain you got to feel to take some.
Oh yeah, Wax son ain't a straight guy.
Your son way tougher than you. He let him poke him in the ass.
Wow.
Out of this world.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Whack dude got a son that ain't what you wanna call
His
it?
daddy got a goddamn ass on Clubhouse. Jibber jab. Whack 100 in the jibber jab.
He said in the jibber jabber.
Whack 100 in the jibber jabber. Now King Jibber Jabber then lied to the Jibber Jabbers and told the Jibber Jabbers that he called
massive white folk that he got King Jimmy was supposed to have so much power that he can call the white folk and call out and say, hey, Indian, show you.
Oh man, that's a little timeline on Charleston White and the White 100 back and forth beef, man. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on the page down below in the comment section. Click one of these videos on the screen right here and you can catch me over there, man. But before you do that, like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. Click one of these videos right here on the screen. I'm finna go over there right now. Come on, so.
No, we ain't going nowhere. You gotta get up on
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Just Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. The champ is here.
Yes, indeed.
Marissa Shields. Welcome. How you feeling?
Girl?
I feel good. I'm happy to be here.
How you feeling? You got to fight July 26th?
Yes.
Little Caesars Arena in Detroit against Lanny Daniels?
Yeah, always excited to fight a girl, man. Always excited.
Oh, I get it.
More world championship. She got 2 belts.
Okay.
She's from New Zealand. She's supposed to be tough, so I look forward to fighting her.
How do y'all pick the fights? Like, who helps you decide who your next opponent gonna be?
We just go where the best is.
Okay.
And then if the best turns down, we go second best. And then the second best, we go third best.
Not at
this
all.
fight, we went for Hannah Gabriel. The girl that dropped me in Detroit a couple years back. I wanted to rematch her, and she turned us down.
Hey,
a lot of people turn you down?
What the hell is
Like,
going
is it
on?
hard for you to find an opponent?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm champ at fighting.
I said we ain't playing this.
What's up, fam? This your boy Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. A Texas rapper shot and killed his girlfriend after she stabbed him during an argument. And if that's not sad enough, the story gets even more tragic. Because days later, he would go on to take his own life because he couldn't deal with the grief and pain of him killing his girlfriend. Now, I know this is a sad story. I know everybody emotionally is running high. Everybody's up in arms. But I still think there's a lesson you can take from this story. I still think you can read the news article. I still think you can react to the story. And you can find yourself walking away saying,
I think he's emotional just like her.
Let me not do that. Because
I think they on the same level.
The lesson I learned from this story is stop crashing out when you arguing with your spouse. I done did it before. You done did it before. Matter of fact, I done got my ass arrested because of some stuff like this. One day, me and my girl was arguing. I got loud. I started throwing things. I acted a whole ass. And the police came and threw my ass in jail for a whole day. And I always tell you guys that story. It was the worst day of my life. I went to jail, no clock on the wall, I'm distraught, everybody else is happy, grown men tickling each other, they arm wrestling, everybody comparing war stories, everybody comparing charges. Every time I told somebody while I was in jail, they always poo-poo my charge. Oh man, you straight. You only looking at 2 years, I'm facing 20. And then they try to give me advice about my case. I'm like, nigga, you facing 20, I'm facing 2. You need to be worried about yourself. I'm Gucci. I'm just trying to get the hell up out of here. The food is nasty. Everybody pissing around you while you eat. I said, I got to get the hell out of jail. And from that day forward, I changed my whole life around. I said, I can never be in this place again. So I'm going to always move different, and I'm going to always think smart, because I can't be in jail behind a woman, and I wish a lot of people felt the same way. So now we're going to talk about this story. Aspiring Texas rapper Philip Hickman and his girlfriend Tanaja Bush got into an argument. It turned physical. She stabbed him in the arm. What? He turned around and shot her. They both went to the hospital. She passed away. He was released. And the police said, we're going to continue to investigate it, and we're going to take it to the grand jury. You are not being charged yet because we feel it was self-defense, just like you said. And according to the witnesses, they all told the same story. That's all I'm saying. But first, let me read you guys this article. We're going to break this story down, and we're going to talk about how some of this stuff can be avoided in our own personal lives. Let's go. Boom! Here's the article. It's a Harris County domestic dispute unfolds. Woman dies from injuries after altercation. Man involved later dies. Let's continue reading. We have an update on a story we first reported on Saturday evening after a man shot his girlfriend early Saturday morning. According to Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, The woman who was shot and later identified as 33-year-old Tanaja Bush has died. Let's continue. Officials also said the man who allegedly shot Bush, Philip Hickman, has also died. This all started early Saturday morning in the 5500 block of Lakota Trail just before 6 a.m. After authorities arrived, they determined that a couple had gotten into an argument, which later turned into an altercation. Deputies said Bush allegedly stabbed Hickman, and he in turn shot him. Gonzalez said Bush and Hickman were both taken to the hospital. However, Bush did not survive from the injuries. Hickman was treated and released for a wound to the arm. Let's continue reading, y'all. Officials stated that Hickman cooperated with investigators and provided a statement about the incident, which was consistent with information gained from witnesses who was at the scene. The plan, according to Gonzalez, was to refer the case to a grand jury upon completion of the investigation. However, Hickman was said to be distraught and was being searched for by family members, and he was found at a school parking lot located at the 14700 block of Wood Forest. Gonzalez said as family members approached Hickman, he shot himself and was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities said in the post on social media, our condolences.
So he didn't want to argue with his family, so he just killed himself.
Now let me say this. He took his own life after he took the life of his girlfriend. And from that story, it seemed like he shot her in self-defense. You arguing with your girl, things spiral out of control. She pulls out a knife, she stabs you in the arm, you pull out the strap, you shoot her. It's self-defense by law. But that don't mean the family feel that way. That don't mean the streets feel that way. Because I'm going to be honest. It's a bad look to take your girlfriend's life. Even if y'all arguing, even if it turned physical, even if she pulled out a knife, the streets would never respect you for taking your girl's life. Even though you got stabbed in the arm, yes, it could sever an artery, yes, it can kill you, but they all gonna say, you should have just ran. You should have walked away. You didn't have to pull out the strap and hit her with it. I'm just being real. So I think that was too much for him. I think once he got released from the hospital, I think everybody was hitting his phone up. Her family members bad as hell. Because ain't nobody taking that excuse. Ain't nobody taking you fear for your life and that's why Tanaja is dead. I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all can tell me the law. Y'all can say it was self-defense. But I'm telling you what I know. The moment he got released from the hospital, her family was trying to get answers from him. Hey, Philip, answer the phone. We got to talk about this. Why my niece gone? Why my cousin gone? Man, you going to have to see me. I don't give a damn what she did. So what she stabbed you in the arm? You didn't have to pull out the strap and kill her. That's how everybody's thinking, right? So all that is mounting on him. He's going through grief. He know he's messed up. Because even if he beat the case, the fact still remains that somebody he loved is gone at his hands. That's a hard pill to swallow. It ain't like you just some nigga on the street. You kill a nigga on the street in self-defense. You like, oh well. Another nigga gone, another nigga buried. When you kill a spouse in self-defense, it's a hard pill to swallow and it's hard to live with. I'm just being real. So that's why I always tell people, when you arguing with your girl, man, and things turn physical, it's best just to walk away. Everybody don't want to be the bigger person. Everybody want to get the upper hand. Everybody want to tell each other how they feel, want to put hands on somebody. That's not the way to handle it, because you can end up like this. Things get out of control. It's been plenty of times I done argued with a woman and had a knife pulled on me. That is pretty common. I had like 2 or 3 women pull a knife on me and had to wrestle the knife out their hand. Yes, I had the strap on me. Yes, I could have pulled it and fired it. But I didn't want nobody to lose their life. I didn't feel like it was worth it. I would just take my chance to get hit with the knife. I'm going to try to wrestle it from you. You get what I'm saying? But everybody don't feel that way. Everybody ain't going to do what I do. Some people going to say, hey man, you pull out that knife, you poke me with it, okay, I got the strap, I got to hit you with it. We can say it's wrong. We can say he overreacted. We can say he could have handled it a different way. But until you're in his shoes, you really don't know what you'll do. And I feel bad for everybody involved. Because she had 3 kids. He had some kids. That's 6 kids that are now orphans. They don't have parents. You get what I'm saying? So So everybody's lives is ruined, including them kids, right? And you look at a guy like Philip Hickman, rapper from Texas. He go by K Field. He was a talented dude. I'll give him that. I listened to a couple of freestyles. I listened to some of his music. He was also a very good tattoo artist, so he had a lot of talent. He had a lot of means to make money. It seemed like he was living a good life. And Tanasia Bush, a very beautiful woman, 33 years old, nice shape. It seemed like she was a sweetheart, but unfortunately, she met her demise because she decided to pull out a knife and stab a man in the arm. So that's sad. But anyway, I'm going to play some of these music from Philip Hickman, and you can kind of see the content of his music, and sometimes you can speak that to existence. If you always rap about something violent, this, that, sometimes it comes knocking on your door. So let's listen to some of his music, and we're going to come back and break it down some more.
Yeah, let's listen to his music.
To be the best, you gotta beat the best. I keep it made a mess. I'm a young guy alive in the flesh of the expression. I'm gonna cut a check, cause I'm balling now. I'm Mike Jones, they wanna call me now, but I'm busy. Double cup with the city, 30 clip up in the blizzy, and the dead for you prison. You know I'm too official. Earn my stripes like a referee, they want the recipe. I'ma eat a pedigree with my dog. One to never call back, got fall back. The green I need, all that. Run it, I ain't never been less than 100. I stand 10 toes in front.
See that? Very talented dude. Nice little
Man, I ain't very talented.
His life is over with, because what I always say. A lot of young people, a lot of urban people, they lack conflict resolution skills. They lack emotional intelligence. You argue with your girl, somebody got to be the bigger person. Somebody got to not let it get to this point where knives and straps is getting pulled. You get what I'm saying? And when you don't have emotional intelligence, when you don't have conflict resolution, and you got a strap on your waist, you got a knife in your hand, it can end in two people losing their lives. Right? So I hate that it happened this way, but we got to be real about this, man. Too many times, young men and young women, they crash out over relationship problems. They act like it's the end of the world. They see in red at the moment. They don't care about going to jail. They don't care about catching charges. They don't care about taking a life. Because when you feel played in a relationship, you willing to take it there. That's when people is the most vulnerable doing an argument. Doing an argument with your spouse. They see in red. They feel like they being played. They feel like you cheating. They feel like you got the upper hand on them. So they're willing to take it a step farther. And that's what I believe happened here. But anyway, let's play another verse from Philip Hickman. And you can kind of see how a lot of talented young people get lost in the system and how they lose their life over time.
Show us how they do it.
Let's play
Show us how they do it.
Been booked in business, falling out for the city. These diamonds on me, dead wifey is on the green. You better not reach for it, just taking this with the tips. Everybody wants peace when it's smoke with the hit. Me call them boys, believe our eyes, every album just gets better. Y'all still rapping about beef. Should have been leather. Start to crime with me, heavy just light as a feather. In this game, I'm professor. He wanted flowers, I can't get love, but he loves. Cause I was really in the hood when TLC was dissing scrubs and Master P was mean doves. I grew up with the real, don't think I could adjust. Don't know who I can trust, all I know is you gon' I might get touched, that's that boss talk. Don't make me put it on your head, get you full time. Knocked off for a little bread, so they can't first drop. That's the coldest one, I owe one. The last thing you saw was muzzle flashing, gun. And a smile on my face brighter than the sun. Pockets on the cut when I pop out. Free my the Billy got an elf in that trap house. And if that stick, I give a until she tap out. You better not crap out, cause life's a gamble, better let that rap out. And I feel the hood hit me, believe the hype 2 out now, y'all know.
Y'all see that?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
He
that. I
also
don't
was
see
a
that though.
talented tattoo artist. Let's look at some of his work. Look at that. Very beautiful tattoo. Looks very professional.
Side.
He had real talent, man. And it's sad that he didn't wait for due process. It's sad that he couldn't really live with the pain, and he felt like the only way he can get over it is to no longer be here. He like, baby, I'm gonna go where you at. If you ain't in this world, I don't deserve to live.
Yeah,
Let me just inflict this on myself and
ain't
let me
that
put
cute?
myself on my misery. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling you
cute.
what was happening. The dude was under a lot of pressure, man.
That's cute.
Story went viral. It was all over the news nationwide. everybody voicing opinion, because that's a bad look. You took out your own girl. I'm just being real with you, man. Ain't nobody trying to understand that. So that's why we need to normalize, if you're having relationship problems, I know everybody want to say, let's meet in person, let's talk about it. But if you're upset, hey, let's FaceTime, you know, let's have a conversation over the phone until cooler heads prevail. If I know you're upset, and I know you got loose hands when you're upset, we don't need to be in the same vicinity. Yes, we need to talk about our relationship. Yes, we need to talk about the problems, but let's normalize it over the phone, FaceTime. I don't want to see you right now. Because everybody always want to say, let's meet in person and talk. And then when you get there, they put the foot up your ass. Right? They just be real about it. So we need to normalize having conversations over the phone, having video chats. If everybody's mad and everybody pissed off, we don't need to be in the same room. Because you potentially in the same room, you either like to end like this. That's all I'm saying. For R.I.P. to Tanisha Bush and R.I.P. to Philip Hickman. This is a sad story. A subscriber sent it to me. They told me they want to hear my thoughts about it, so I gave you my thoughts.
Yeah, I gave you my thoughts.
But anyway, guys, I want to hear y'all thoughts as well. Leave a comment, share this video, give me a like. I love you guys.
Peace. Yeah, get your ass out of here. Next, let's talk about the nigga getting knocked out today. Ooh, whiskey.
People get knocked out. Women was kissing on Diddy's son. Oh, man, look at this.
What do you think about those knocks him on her dad?
Chief.
Yo, where's Shakespeare at? Where's Shakespeare at? Yo, King. Yo, King. Yo, King, I need my son after you, man. Peace. I like that.
And what are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating that I kissed Justin Combs on the cheek.
Let me see.
Holy shit, guys. Look.
You guys are cute together.
Oh, everybody's saying that. What about me and you? Everybody don't look good.
Hey, where's the matter?
Tell me who looks good.
Pure mayhem. Grown women going crazy. Somebody said he named his son after him. Somebody said his dad was going to jail. God, but guess what? That wasn't the highlight of today. Gene Deal ended up knocking out one of the reporters.
Ooh, whiskey!
Bro, listen. You're not gonna tell me what to do.
You can't come up on me.
Bro, listen.
You come up on me.
That's what I said. No, bro, shit. I said I'm a bitch. You gonna misstrengthen me now? Now it's anti-Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me. I'm protected by anti-Asian.
Right, it is a Ring Brothers circus. We got a crazy lady being a pedestrian. We got Gene telling him he gonna knock him out, and she was co-signing. Let's see how his wife here is.
Don't do so fine, girl. I would drink your bad water. Miss Combs. Now, Miss Combs.
Yo.
These niggas wildin' out. They foul for that.
Oh, my bad, man. That's my fault. I should have showed you how to work. That's what makes you go down.
Don't do so fine, girl. I would drink your bad water.
Bruh, this is like, is this real? We live in a matrix. The media has no chill today.
That nigga thought about saying that shit. These niggas out of pocket. This happened today. Wow.
Patriot Secret Service, Sam here, just stepping out of the court building for a moment. We had a 10-minute recess. Here is something that not a lot of people are talking about.
Hold on, we got Secret Service Sam pulling up just to give a little briefing of what happened. Oh.
Gene Deal was here at the court building. I interviewed him in the elevator, and then shortly after that, he got into an altercation with a YouTuber, a friend of mine now who I know, called D-Not. D Knott was harassing him the day before, calling him all these names, calling him Uncle Phil. There's a video you can see. And
Uncle Phil?
Apparently, he punched out and knocked out D Knott yesterday to the point where they told Gene Deal not to come back for a few days. No arrests were made or anything, but like,
don't come back
I don't know.
for
I
a
just
few
saw
days.
D Knott a little bit ago trying to get into the main
Oh,
courtroom.
shit.
And I think he was in the overflow, so I gotta go talk to him. Maybe I'll get an interview for you guys, but I just wanted to drop that on you. Gene Deal knocked out YouTuber Denot, okay? There was an altercation, and like I said, I don't know whose fault it was. No arrests were made, but
He
Gene
said, I
was
don't know
asked
whose
to take
fault
a couple
it
days
was.
off from the case. So that's a little drama. I got more coming to you
He said that's
with
a
the
little
arts in today.
drama.
Please follow my YouTube. Secret Service Sam out. Sam Super President.
Everybody wants clout. Even Secret Service Sam wants clout. Oh gosh, but y'all might not know. I got the footage of the aftermath of D Knott explaining how he got super punched at.
Because on my platform interviewing me, asking me about what's going on. Look, that is Big Man, that's him. This man I just interviewed, this man just told me Gene Deal helped Puffy lace him and 2 minors.
Okay, so that's why you got knocked out, bro. You can't just be going into court. You can't be at Diddy's trial. And then Gene Deal walks up and then you saying he did this with Diddy. Knockout time.
At the Intercontinental Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. So real niggas got questions, Gene. Like, what are you talking about? Because on my platform interviewing me.
Oh my gosh, we got Zesty disciples wanting to catch their head up with bodyguards. Like, come on, man, what's going on? But I gotta show you guys this other footage of the other day.
How you get knocked out though by the old niggas?
And
how you
it
get
just looked
knocked out
like
by
he
Gene?
wasn't feeling it. So he had build up from that scenario. Then he had a build up from this scenario, which ended up he had to put the pause on.
He had to put the pause.
He's knots. Now he got a bunch of knots on his head.
This is Brittany from the bodyguard. We got to proceed with caution. We will not explain that. Well, I'm just saying,
Hey, you see what she said? She knew the rules. She said, I gotta keep my secret with my body slam. Even she knew, but obviously, Mr. Knots didn't. Let's run that back.
This is Brittany from the bodyguard. We got to proceed with caution. We will not explain that. Well, I'm just saying, look at the screen.
I was just watching you last night. That's crazy. I just saw your
Hey, sir, good morning. How are you? Happy Monday. You ever get a scoop on anything new?
What brings you into it?
Anything that used to happen that you might have seen?
Wow.
That you just witnessed?
He said, wow. I like that. I like that. If you ain't paying, he ain't got nothing to say.
Gene, if you feeding all of that and was at Puffy parties, and you the same size as Uncle Phil, and you the same size as Professor Ogilvy, and you the same size as Lucien Briez, Clive Davis, why you want us to believe that you ain't at them parties participating in that behavior, Gene? We heard everything you gotta say on the line, Gene. Gene, are you a victim of Diddy?
Give him some space, y'all. Why are you here? All right. Give him some space, y'all. Give him some space. Please give him some space.
Yeah, she telling him give him some space.
Why are you here? All right, watch our back.
She's saying give him some space.
Come in. When I tell you it was an absolute media frenzy, the paparazzi was out there like piranhas. That's what we gonna call them from now on. But man, today, Diddy trial, New York, pure mayhem. Ringling Brothers, Bronner Brothers, Sharkey. Man, crazy. I just can't wait to see what happens next week because supposedly we got 7 weeks left. Let us know what you think. Is Diddy gonna go to jail? Is Gene gonna knock somebody else out? Or are these reporters gonna put some respect on Mr. Deal's name?
AYLESS Moments TV. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.